Hello everyone, how's it going? I hope you're all doing well today. Yes, big 07s everybody, people in the chat. So, took a little while setting the stream up, then wanted to make sure it's right. There's been a few tweaks inside of YouTube, and of course, you know, I've been doing Conan and a bit of Subnautica on my other channel, and now of course it's time for Elite Dangerous, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. So, welcome in everybody, welcome in. Hope you're doing great today. It's Saturday. Thought I'd get a bit of streaming of Elite Dangerous in today. Traversing Europe tomorrow I am, on the jet plane, off to Budapest. So, there'll be no stream tomorrow. So, but we're streaming today, and that is what it's all about, okay? So, Elite Dangerous. You can probably tell I've unboxed the Panther Clipper once again. And it's green, which is why I've called it Kermit. Anyway, all that aside, behold the huge magnificence of the Panther Clipper, everybody. This is where it's at. This is what it's all about. Shifting stuff from A to B. Look at the thrusters on that. And that's what she said. Anyway, what we're going to do now is we are going to do a little bit of checking that we've got all the stuff that we need, which I think we have. We can carry an absolute ton of cargo. We're going to auto-launch. Must be careful not to throw my coffee over my keyboard, because that would be really bad, wouldn't it? Right? We'll let the autopilot do its funky thing, Grandad. That's what we're going to be doing. Alright then, so, next up. Browser over there. We're looking for power generators. So the idea is, right, Lhou Mans, right, Lhou Mans needs a bit of a repair, right, because obviously it's had a bit of a kick in. And I get that. And for that, you will get swag. You'll get paint jobs, you'll get cargo racks, only by doing one delivery. That's how cool it is. That's how cool it is. As you can see, I am tooled up to the nines here. That needs swapping out, but we're okay with that. Anyway, either way, we've got all of the guns on the go. We're also going to be going to a particular colony in HIP 21165, hopefully. And they might have power generators. Well, they might. Hidden orbital. Could be the place. Could be the place, you know. Could be the place. At least we'll get something on the screen, on the go, if you like. Hi, Sludge. How's it going? Hope you're doing all right. That's where we're going. That's where we are. Brilliant. Fantastic. Let's put our flipper down. See, Kermit, see what I did there? Let's go round the sun.
Frameshift drive charging.
I do like a Panther Clipper. When you've totally got to move things from A to B. You've put 30,000 tons of titanium on the first day. And then went back to doing other things. Victoria Greenwood. Well, that's a good idea. I mean, just one drop of something is good enough to get all that swag, you know? But there is monies to be made. I do get it. I do get it. Beetlejuice ML 07. How's it going? Commander Boonan 07. Hope you're doing okay today. Right, let's get jumping. Let's make some readies. I'm not short of readies because I've got billions in the carrier account, but I've got under a billion there, look, you know, and those are rookie numbers. I gotta start boosting them numbers up.
Ready to engage.
We're lining up. No, we're not. Now we are. We're lining up. We're jumping. Right, where have I got to go then? We are going to go to Kidman Orbital, as in Nicole. That's all right, isn't it? See how far that is off the beaten track. Not too far. Let's honk the horn, get a bit of data. As if you're American. Do you see how I switch between English and American? Completely there. That's me. Tell you what. Do like a Panther clipper. Do like a Panther clipper. And what's that? 4Q Tubra. Thanks for following. 07 Commander. Now they might not have anything there when I turn up. And that's okay. We've only got to do one thing. We've got to do one thing. Who's been playing? People in the chat. Subnautica. Subnautica 2. I tell you what. It's early access. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, I like it. It's pretty tasty. And even on my 3080, right? It's pretty tasty. I was talking to my son about it, my older son. And, you know, he's playing it on medium, which is a bit daft because he's got virtually exactly the same PC as mine. Though he might have an i7. Anyway. Same graphics cards. And he's playing it on medium. I used to put it straight on high. It was great. What card's in the Lenovo laptop? I only say this simply because I'll be travelling next week with a Lenovo laptop. It's a good game, and I like it when studios are winning.
Charlie, thank you for choosing our station, Commander. We hope you find everything to your liking. Access granted. Cleared for landing on pad 10.
You got a Cobra 5. The Cobra 5 is an amazing ship. Absolutely amazing. There's no two ways about it. It really is good. I think that's going to be my operations ship. It's a Ryzen, Radeon 860M. Oh, so quite tasty then. Quite tasty. For Subnautica, I mean. You know. Behold the behemoth that is the Panther Clipper. Ah, cool. Yeah, mine's just a normal Lenovo Yoga, so I won't be doing any gaming on that. Processor's alright. Right, we're down.
Perform landing checklist. Greetings, Commander.
Get into the Starport services. Here we go. Right, and commodities market. And typically, power generators, only 169. What was the other stuff we needed? I'm pretty sure it was titanium. I have to check now. Either way, there's none here. So I bet everyone is streaming Subnautica at the moment. I bet they are. See? One contribution will receive all of the things. Titanium and aluminium. Or aluminum, if you're American. Pretty sure there's none of that here. No. Okay then. Best get myself back to good old Inara. Where else can we go? Let's try... Haver City. Jane's Dock in Tugier. That might be a bit of a bounce, but we're okay. While we're here, though, let's just go into the... Titanium is the highest payout. It is. Exactly. Thank you, Sludge, and Victoria Greenwood for that. And Smokey, you want to buy a new controller for your sim lab? Well, they probably don't do the controller that I'm using anymore, because it is... Well, you can't see it because the camera's there. It's the X52 Cytec. And this has been my stalwart controller for I don't know how long. Logitech, I think, took them over. And as a result... I'm not sure if the new ones are good or bad, to be honest. I don't know. But certainly the one I've got, I stand by that, hand on heart. It's been brilliant. A lot of people are using, is it the Vorpal controllers? I know Simon, who's usually pops on every now and again. Is it Vorpal? I can't remember. I really can't remember. Really can't. While I'm here, let's just check on the old Kermit what we've got. Yeah, we've got plenty of space for power plant, frame shift, increased range. It could do with something else in there as well, mind you, but we're not going to do anything like that. Thrustmaster Sol R2 Space Sim Duo Hot Ass Stick. Don't know. Anybody in the chat got any experience in that stick? That Smoky 1981 has popped in. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a little bit of a Google while we're here. See if we can get this money spent for you. Ooh, that looks tasty, doesn't it? On the Curry's website. That does look a nice. Lots of knobs and dials and all sorts of things. Does look like a nice stick. It really does. Okay, let's get cracking then.
destination. Have a safe journey.
And let's jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
Nice bit of Saturday afternoon. Commander Diner Rick, hello, and how are you doing? Happy Saturday. Right, where is it we were going? We were going to Jane's Dock. Apparently Jane's Dock's got an absolute ton of stuff. We shall see. Meant to be hoovering, but I'd rather be here. I know what you mean. Do you know what you could do? Buy a robotic hoover. Best of both worlds. Get one that mops the floor at the same time. Oh, bonus. Total bonus. Okay then, here we go. Jane's Dock. Come on, Jane's Dock, hurry up. Yeah, so 30 days until my holiday. Very excited. Kids are very excited. Kids are very stressed at the moment because the kids have got, well, first year of A-level examinations and first year of GCSE examinations at the moment. So there's an awful lot of stress and shouting going on at the house and a lot of frustration. I'm trying to stay out the way. That's why I'm out. See, I have the lightsaber on. So I look like a proper streamer.
Romeo, India, Charlie. Thank you for choosing our
As opposed to whatever it is I generally do.
access on.
Let's get this Panther clipper in there. So typically as well, I think we're going to be due, I would say, a new ship soon. Normally they start the hubbub of new ships, don't they? Now, we got a couple of weeks until there's any announcement coming from Frontier. It's all been heads down, very quiet for operations. I don't know, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if it's not perhaps the end of June. I don't know. I've just got a sneaky feeling. What do we all think about that? When do you think operations is gonna drop? Because I don't know. I really don't know.
Confirmed contact. Perform landing checklist. You are most welcome, Commander.
It's going to be a strange one. Right, okay. We're here, we've landed. Let's have a look. Let's see what they've got to stock up the clipper with. Okay, what we got here then? Power generators. Ooh, they got an absolute ton. We'll have all of them.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
We've bought lock, stock, the lot. $1,200 tons of them. Right then. Let's crack on. We're going to go back to the core system. Another great day for the Empire and Princess. Talon, how are you doing? June 21st, Father's Day. Ooh, now that's a very good. Do something for the dads. That's what it is. Do something for the dads. Everyone then has a cheap Father's Day because fathers like myself. What you want? Leave me alone. I'm playing operations. That would be something. That would be great, wouldn't it? We think about it.
Ship uncoupled. You are go for departure.
That would be something. That would be something. Is this thing going to launch, or is it just going to dance about the flipping slot? Like, in a bit, out a bit, left a bit. Are we going? Just go. Just go, and everybody else can just get out of our way. Lhou Mans. Yeah, we're off skis, we are. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, so here's the thing, right? If it meant a more polished experience, you wouldn't mind. The problem they got is if they release it and it's an absolute stinker, I mean that's a company altering event, isn't it? It really is. And that's kind of what a lot of people, I think, are worried about. You know, if people sit around and worry about these things, right? I think about things, I don't worry about them. But
Frameshift drive charging.
if it meant it being pushed back a week, I'd be alright with that. Final bit of polish. If they release a stinker, oof, that'd be terrible, wouldn't it? But I don't think they'll really. Well, you don't know. Things have been quite polished up until this stage. That's what I think, anyway. As polished as things can probably polished be, like, you know? Ryman Enterprises. I could live with a week. You know, especially since I'm going to be on holiday. Come back, boom, there you go. I think I'm going to miss a lot of the drama because we leave on the 13th, 12th, and we're back on the 28th. So I'll be missing a lot of the beef that happens. But again, the same thing happened last year, didn't it? Where was I last year? Cyprus. And squadron fleet carriers were released, if I remember rightly. Oh, you're job hunting. I see. They got you as well, did they? Talon of X. I'd say job markets are terrible lately. A lot of thing about AI, innit? You know, AI, 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 AI. AI is going to take your job. Well, probably not just yet, right? I would say. But what I think is going to happen is in about 2 or 3 years, there's going to be a bit of a problem. That's what I think. That's not scaremongering. I just see what I'm seeing on the market. Right, they got all the scaffolding out. Look on the front of that station.
Logan Peterson, Romeo, India, Charlie. Please comply with flight regulations.
But there is something. I have written a book. I have. And I'm going to put a link to it. It's on Kindle and in print. I'll put it in the chat, I think, because why not? Captive audience and all the rest of it. This is what it is. It's not going to do it, is it? Is it? How can I do that? Aha. Copy it. Let's see if that works. Let's see if that works in Streamlabs. It might not. Yes, it works. Amazing. Let's go to Twitch. Ah. And it's not going to let me do it because I've been signed out of absolutely everything. It's just so irritating, isn't it? If only I could pin that to the top. Good grief. Anyway, never mind. I have to sort something out on that. Anyway, so here we are. Ryman Enterprises. We haven't done absolutely anything. Let's get some things sold then. So, commodities market. Sell. How much are we going to get? We're going to make loads of profit. 26 million profit. Sell. Suits me, sir. Where are we now? It's all about burnout when working in IT. That's what it is. Might be for someone. Might be good for Father's Day. Right, so I've got a bit. Look at that. Just one haul with the Panther. Top 75. Good grief, man. Good grief. $54 million set in titanium. Let's find somewhere where they've got titanium.
Landing gear retracted.
One moment, caller. Let's have a look. Where is it? There it is. Titanium. Search. Let's see who's got an absolute load of it. No one. You'd have to bounce around. I mean, obviously the small stations have got absolute tons of it, like, you know. And that's all right. Kunitz Port has got a bit. Or it says it has. Willis Dock has a bit.
Scan
Could do.
detected.
Oh, for God's sake, that's not what I wanted. Come on, move. Get back. Willis Dock. Willis City, Willis Dock. No, it's not going to do anything. That's broken it, isn't it? That's a bit off the beaten track. We could do it though. 4 jumps. Perhaps we won't go there. Let's just do a quick search on distance. There you go, I found a place.
You are clear of the station. Have a safe trip, Commander.
We'll go there instead. Apparently they've got absolute load.
Cannot comply.
What do you mean you cannot comply?
Frame shift drive charging. Ready to engage.
Yeah, you just got to get the holds really. Just retrofit another ship with them. Job done. Delivered 64 tons last night. Try to save some for the rest of the community. Potunka. And thank you, sir. Thank you for saving some for the rest of us. What about the remove system connection in the galaxy map? Well, yeah, I suppose. Apparently this one's got an absolute load of it.
Frame shift drive charging.
How are you, Goblin? 1850. 07, by the way. Hope you're doing alright. Let's get the likey, subscribies going. I haven't had many likey, subscribies recently. Of course, I confused the algorithm last week by playing Conan. That's the one I want to play, you know. Things got a little bit quiet in Elite Dangerous, didn't they? Yeah, the lines are pretty annoying. Oh, thank you, Sludge. Oh, you're a network engineer. Dude, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Well, I hope you like it. For those who don't know, I've worked in IT for about 37 years. And you kind of... I've got to the stage where I'm not often surprised by things. I am surprised by things sometimes, but not often. And this book comes on the back of where I saw myself early on in my career to where I am now. So, you know, help desk, network manager, that sort of stuff, all the way through to exchange administration, M365, putting that in, solution management, product management, you know, speaking on stage, all that sort of stuff. And where I am now. That's where it's coming from. Also available on Kindle, also available in print. So, Mark and Beck, Did 56 for the CG. Mark and Beck. That's a different handle. And I'm trying to remember who it is. Can't remember. You're gonna have to remind me. Use your proper handle. I know you're joining via the YouTubes and not Twitches. I know you are. We're gonna make some millions, man. We're gonna make some millions. So apparently Distant Worlds is on its way back as well, isn't it? Which is good stuff. Good old Elite Dangerous, Distant Worlds. I didn't do as much as what I thought I would on that alt account.
Zorgon Peterson, Romeo India Charlie. This is an independent star system commander. Request docking permission prior to touching down.
Yeah, we're off.
Set down on landing pad 39er. Automated docking approved. You may now
Well, that's it, see. So yeah, IT, funny old game. Probably where the AI hammer is going to hit hardest and first. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Landing gear deployed.
Well, let's see what we got here then. Let's see what we got here.
landing complete. Clear to disembark. Welcome, Commander.
Right. Bit of fuel. Bit of starport services. Let's apparently make some bank. What have we got? Aluminium or aluminum. Or we can have all of that. So, we made about 26 million. What was the other thing we needed? Aluminium, titanium. Got titanium there. There's a load there as well, so we'll come in back. We'll see how much we get for aluminium. Tail spinner. See?
Landing gear retracted.
Landing coupler disengaged. Departure authorized.
Titanium is the way, apparently. But we're going to try aluminium, see what we get. 26 for power generators. Let's see what we get for aluminum or titanium. See how that goes. So yeah, it's gotta fly back and scan the beacon. Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. I want to see how much. Close to double. Yeah, that's what it was for the power generators. But we're doing this for science. And I used to have a for science button. But for some reason, now I don't.
Clear. Until next time, Commander.
But anyway. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
Cough Baron. Is that Cough Baron? I can't quite see. 07 to you too.
Ready to
How do I
engage.
get that much on the old clipper? Well, I don't know. Stripped everything out. Smaller shields. Bump up the capacity. Engineered racks. Get them in there. Engineered racks is where it's at, people. But again, we do this for science, so you don't have to. Yeah, so travelling all day tomorrow. Get there tomorrow night, Budapest, and then 3 full days at work. Travelling back Thursday morning early, and then I'm going to see Jasper Carrot. Now, for those people who don't know who Jasper Carrot is, he's a very 1970s Birmingham-bred comedian. And he's kind of been off the scene for quite some time. He's come back making a comeback. Of course, all the old crowd are back to watch him. So me and the missus are going out for a bit of Jasper Carrot. Quite looking forward to that. What's the reward for this? Paint job, a couple of 5 and a 6 cargo rack, I think. We'll have a look now when we get back to the station. It's 1 class 5, 1 class 6 credits, and a red paint job, a ZPG paint job, whatever all that's about. We don't look any good on the ship that I got now, which is called the Kermit. Could call it the skinned Kermit. Top 25%. Good for you. It's good stuff, isn't it? That's right. He's doing comedy again. He was off grid for a while. But he's touring. So it's Jasper Carrot and he's got like a band doing ABBA as well. So my missus loves that ABBA. I love Jasper Carrot. Quality. Quality. Saw him about 4 or 5 years ago when he came to Cardiff, and that was good. Took my parents, of course. You know, my father liked Jasper Carrot as well and all the rest of it, so... And, it's good comedy. It's damn good comedy. Yeah, and the detectives as well. Yeah, exactly. He was with Robert Powell. Yeah, but you're right, Lucy Davis. She's been in quite a few things. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the reboot. The Office. But she's been in quite a few things. Yeah, so looking forward to that. So a bit of work first of the week, and then that's what it's all about. Cool. Unless the book sells millions of copies, and unless the book sells millions of copies and I can retire. However, I don't think that's going to happen. But you never know. You never, ever know. You never know. And down with our aluminium run. Right. Let's see what we're doing. This is the community goal system. Commodities market. Selling. Aluminum. Slightly more than the power generators. Have to say, we're coming in at nearly 31 million profit. Or total. With 28 million credits. So 2 million more than what we got on the power generators. So we're going to go away and we're going to go and get some titanium now. Get the fuel on. Auto launch it. Navigation. Back to that system.
Retracted.
We're going to be going to donation dock. And away we go. Voltron Lion. Yeah, it does a bit. I think it looks like a frog. Hence mine's called Kermit. Like a bullfrog. Well, do you know what? I was looking at audiobooks on this. And 11 Labs do it. But then you've got to buy it on 11 Labs. Which is the thing, apparently. Do you know what I mean, Tailspinner? It's... There's always something. Narco, how are you doing? We're just talking about my book. Blatant plug.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, well, I wrote a book on sort of like my life experiences so far in IT. I started in December. And I finished it last weekend, and then I had to go through, and then I showed it to my missus, who, to be fair, normally finds me quite irritating. But the feeling's mutual. But she found it funny and couldn't put it down and read it, so high accolade. Sludge just bought a copy. He's going to let us know if he thinks it's alright. Official editor-in-chief. If you're in the business, then you'll know. So yeah, it's all been happening. It's all been happening. So I say, Subnautica's out. Seems to be doing really well. There was like 500,000 people playing it on Steam yesterday. Which was mentalness. Cough Baron called his Panther Clipper Fat Tony's Hauling. Ah, bit of a Simpsons reference there, I think. Oh, it's healthcare IT. Oh my god. Yeah, I know what you mean. I used to go out with a girl who is now head of IT, I would say in a local Welsh area. She always seemed stressed the hell out, very highly strung. It's amazing, everyone who sees it goes, oh my god, this is what it's all about. Yeah, well, you never know. A friend of ours came round last night, and we haven't seen it for a couple of weeks. Well, a couple of months, actually. Everyone's been busy. Came round for a quick drink, and said, what's that over there? I said, well, I've written a book. She went, oh yeah. I said, yeah. So she left with a copy. One of my friends was saying there was an all hands call in work. How much are you going to pay me to put an advert for your book in the chat of the team's live meeting for the all hands? Jesus Christ. Imagine that, innit? By the way, he's a P45 to go with that book. Higher ed. Nice. Is that higher ed university sludge? Oh no, yeah, sorry. Sludge is in healthcare. And you're a data engineer. I get it. I get it. A lot of people in IT play Elite Dangerous.
Romeo India Charlie. This is Flight Operations Department. Please comply with established docking procedures, Commander. Request approved. Set down on landing pad 09er.
Yeah.
You are clear.
And then I got a week off. I got a week off then from work after that because it's UK bank holiday, I think, on the 25th, isn't it? So by taking 4 days, you get the, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, right? Free. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday out of the holidays. Saturday, Sunday, right? Bang. Free holidays. It's a lot of holiday. I got a bit to do around the house. I'm going to work on the look of the office out here because absolute clutter everywhere. Born too late to take the helm of the Enterprise. Talking of the Enterprise. So,
Landing gear deployed.
because I got a 3D printer, right? And I got the GAM body. This is the Reliant. Look at the size of it. Where the hell am I going to put this? Right? That's just the saucer section. Of course, you'd have the nacelles off the side of this. And everyone was saying, oh, why didn't you print out the... It's all falling apart now. Why didn't you print out the Enterprise? I said, because everyone's got one of those. What people haven't got is a Reliant. Do you know what I mean? I know. Phew. My missus is like, what the bloody hell are we going to do with that? I said, I don't know. I don't think about these things when I print them. Once my holiday's all sorted out, because I've got all that out the way, I'm going to put those little lights you can get, model lights you can get from Temu, right? And you get a USB connection going to a small, tiny little hub, and they're pinpoint USBs. You're going to pop them all over, spray it white, weather it a little bit, put them on, battery pack or something, job done. Reliant. Other things as well, right? That I've printed out and don't know what I'm going to do with. This. Yeah. Vintage Cylon helmet. None of your reimagined rubbish. I thought I'd print one of those. And it should be a bit bigger. But I've only got the X1C carbon. And that's like not very big. And it's come out really well. Got the grill to go in there. Need the old light to go in there to go woo, like this. Exactly, it does a bit, doesn't it? It's like, see, that's all we need. Lightsaber in the background. I move that back and forth. It is proper Cylon. Commander Diana rig. Exactly, proper Cylon. I don't know what I'm going to do with it once. Try and get it chromed up with some rub and buff. Might mount it on the wall up there. So when I'm in work, doing me work here, shiny old Cylon helmet, ooh, missus, in the background, right? What else have I printed? It's amazing. I got rid of a printer, gave it to my friend, Rob, and it was better for me. Now, for some reason, I bought another one. And plastic crap starting to fill up around the house. So, Narco, you'll like this. I printed that out. Obviously, I haven't painted it yet. Bit of Warhammer Space Marine on that. 0.4 nozzle. It's not bad, is it? You've got a real Xena sword. Well, there you have it. That's a real Conan sword. Ah. It's alright, isn't it? It's got all the stuff on it. Come the days of social unrest in the UK, they're having it. So yeah, so I got a couple of projects on the go. And the kids bought me, what did the kids buy me? The kids bought me for Christmas, they bought me the Lego Enterprise, which I haven't started, I'm ashamed to say. I built the little shuttle that came with it on release. They're like rocking horse poo, they are. But I got the Enterprise D. So I'd ordered, it's like one of those Lego brick lighting sets as well. And yeah, because you want it lit up to look all swanky. Everyone loves a bit of Conan. You know, I was playing Conan Exiles with the graphical upgrade last week, right? And brilliant game. Brilliant game. Still stands up today. I saw something on YouTube as I was sorting out all the nonsense for this stream. What did I see? I saw, are they shutting some servers down on the Dune side of things? I think they are, aren't they? I'm not entirely sure if that actually sort of like took off. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, yeah, so it's a couple of projects on the go. But I want to work on the office. Like, what you're seeing here, right, looks nice and tidy. What you don't see, right, is the nastiness under the desk and the crap over here. That's the problem. And it's, I don't know, what is it? 3x5, sort of like garden office sort of thing. It's not an awful lot of storage in here, and I've got too much in here. That's the problem. I kind of got to sort this out. Of course, I can't put a desk there, like for work, for example, because there's a window here. I don't want people seeing what's on the washing line, if you know what I mean, right? When I'm on a Zoom call. I can't put it there, because then people will see what's going on here, right? And there you go. So at the moment, I kind of use my own PC via an Office 365 web browser to connect. I can use all the different tools that I use for work on here and everything. It suits me fine. But I need to sort this out. So I've got this. You can't quite see. Oh, here we go. Look, see. Right. So see this. That there is the Street Fighter 2 machine. Bit like the Star Wars machine over there, right? Right there. There you go. Which it didn't work, and now I've rebuilt it. And all that is kind of working. So, all this has been happening. All this has been going on. It's just like, what am I doing with this Street Fighter machine? I don't even like playing Street Fighter. If it was Operation Wolf, I'd be all over that. Love the Star Wars machine, obviously. But, you know, this is kind of where we're at. Right, what are we doing? So we did aluminium, and that was slightly better than power generators, and now it's all about the titanium. Right. 1,218 tons of. Bye.
At maximum capacity.
Let's get back over there. Double Forbes. Yeah, well, that's the thing, see, right? I know what you mean about the ender. The problem is, and I had a Creality 10C4. What was it? CR10C4? Anyway, it was a 400 by 400 bed, right? And I pulled miracles out of it. I really did. It was really good. And it just generally wore itself out. So far, that's going pretty good. That's pretty good at what it's doing.
Landing gear retracted.
But I've got to sort the office out.
Ship released. Departure authorized.
Most definitely got to sort the office out. And do stuff around the house. And other people's houses. And my son's house. And all the rest of it. And finish my sister's bathroom. So, you know, it's all happening. It's all going to be happening on that week. Do you know what I mean? It's a craziness. But at least I won't be in front of a computer. Or will I? Because I do like to stream for a couple of hours on my holidays. I take a bit of time off. So, you know, get some content sorted out. Original Nutter! You would have put money on it being subnautic. Everyone's doing so. I want you to get some of this in, right? And, you know, when I stream other games and not Elite Dangerous, obviously there's it confuses the algorithm, especially on YouTube. And yeah, we're working hard to get that algorithm back up to where we are, what we're doing. And for some reason with Streamlabs, you can't connect it to multiple YouTube channels, like what I go with the main channel, and there's a problem with that. I'm not sure if I'm going to carry on using Streamlabs in the future. I don't know. My WordPress site is up and working. Just so you all know. www.ricardosgaming.com. I can't take any credit for that. I got Claude to write it. Which is, I thought, a fantastic use of AI. A friend of mine was talking to me the other day, and we were talking about Home Assistant. He said, I don't know what I'm doing with that. I said, I tried. I said, it keeps, I don't know what the hell it's doing half the time. And he'd been talking to someone, and he just opened it in a Chrome browser, logged on, pointed Claude at it and said, Claude, crack on. This is what I want you to do. And it went away and did it. The problem with that is that you're not learning. Like, I haven't learned WordPress. I'm just sort of like, I'm like on the bus. Like I'm not driving. So, but anyway, I've got it there, and it's referencing this, that, and the other. So that's all interesting stuff. Like from my side of things. But yeah, I got loads of models to paint. No, work's always mental. Traveling for work, you know, next week, and so I've got Elite Dangerous content scheduled up for the Monday release, and yeah, and the week after. But you know, I'm gonna have to try and get some content made, and hopefully Operations is going to be ready. It'll be at some hubbub. You can release some stuff for that, you know, like releasing a bit of Elite Dangerous at least once a week. You know, the algorithm gods must be satisfied. That's the way I see it. So yeah, it's all happening, isn't it? I was going to have a damn good tidy up round here. I don't know what everyone else is. Oh heck, not letting AI touch your server. I have been quite surprised with Claude. You've got to keep an eye on it, tell exactly what you want. Only give it certain levels of control. But I've been quite surprised with it. Have a look. www.ricardosgaming.com. It's a WordPress site built by Claude. I'll tell you now. I know, with all that, it won't be much of a holiday. Exactly. But then, I like accomplishing things, you know what I mean? If I have some time off and I don't accomplish anything, then I get all frustrated with myself. And I'm like, I could have done this, could have done that. There's always something to do in my son's house at the moment. You know, good for him. But my sister's got a bathroom thing on the go. Got to do some stuff around the house here. Of course, it's a little bit easier now the dog's no longer with us. Because he'd be in the paint and all the rest of it, so we can have a good old, you know, go at that. But yeah, you know, it's all about that. Getting stuff done. It's not bad, is it? I told it kind of what I wanted. Gave it some graphics. And went and did it. Then I argued with it to and fro. But it's serviceable, isn't it?
We prepared a landing pad for your arrival, Commander. Welcome to our station.
She who thinks must be obeyed. Exactly.
Request approved. Prep for arrival on landing pad 3.
Exactly. Yeah, well.
You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
Excuse me. Yeah, there's lots of stuff to be done. Trimming trees and all the rest of it. There we go. Oh. Look, someone's welding on the outside of that station, look. They got the MIG welders out. It's tree sap. It's been raining. It's starting to heat up. Tree sap. Utter craziness.
Landing complete. Dispatching ground crew.
Right, let's see what we got then. What have we won? Exactly. Not over here, over there. Watch for your welding. Okay. What have we got? Titanium. Well, look at that. That's one, isn't it? So, 49 million profit. God, sneezing. So it was for aluminium, 28 million profit, and it was about 25 million for power generators. So it means we have a winner. Titanium is the one. There you go. Money's to be made, everybody. Money's to be made. Oh my God, sneezing. Oh, dear me. Hands up in the chat, give me an 07 if you get hay fever. Go on, I'm definitely interested. Who's a hay fever sufferer?
Landing gear retracted.
Oh my God, kicked off again.
Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
So yeah, don't know what I'm going to do with that Reliant. Down there. I think last time I said, you know, those are that's the nacelle for it. So I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. Should really think this stuff through. Pyrenees in the morning. I know, I have to go and take some now. Let's go and get some more. Gonna make the minis. I think everyone's still sort of like, you know, everyone's saying, yeah, Elite Dangerous is quiet, I'm going to play other games, that sort of thing. I had a good go at Subnautica, but I put the videos on my other channel. I put them on there, so we'll see how all that goes. Okay. See, new ship, Panther Clipper, why are we still seeing these cabled tied wires around you? You know? Why? Put a bit of trunking over it or something like that, isn't it? You know, you got to do something. So anyway, like I said, I've got a week off coming up soon, bank holiday week, and you know, again, I'm quite interested to see if I'm going to be able to get some time to stream. If anyone's interested in what's on the other channel, there it is. Ricardo Beyond RTS. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to keep that name. I might. I don't know. It's RTS and some. Of course, Dawn of War 2 is coming out soon. Do like a bit of Dawn of War. That's ready for wish lists and what have you. So that'll be coming out. Subnautica, though, as great as it is, it's the first early access build in a 2 to 3 year roadmap for it. So, you know, it's good what they've released, and you know there's going to be more plans as well. Donation dock. So we know, and people have told us in this chat, that aluminium is the most lucrative. But we did it for science, didn't we? That's what we did it for. Yes, if you buy the early access, it is indeed for the full game as well. And I think what was strange, but very cunning on their behalf, I have to say. Titanium, not aluminium. That's correct. Titanium is the winner. If you wanted to just buy Subnautica 2, it was like £25 on Steam. If you wanted to buy Subnautica Beyond Zero and Subnautica 2, it's like £23. Bargain. I already had them anyway, but, you know. Yeah, I was thinking one and said the other. Exactly. Typical Faulty Towers fashion there. Oh, I know, Twitch adverts. I know. Bloody Twitch.
Surface scan by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Cool.
Zorgon Peterson, Romeo India Charlie. Comms link established. Please approach the station at a safe speed and give lead alert.
If you look at it outside, you can just see that lovely little sort of like halo of light around that planet. It's kind of where it's at. Yes, the Panther Clipper in its environment. There it is. Look, let's turn the old high beams off. See how it goes. So yeah, so we got Dawn of War coming up. We got Subnautica is now doing its Subnautica thing. What other games? Windrose. I quite enjoyed Windrose. And they've done the very sort of similar thing with Windrose. With Conan Exiles now, that if you've got it in your inventory in the area of a map, then you can access it, which I think is brilliant.
Landing successful. Clear to disembark. Enjoy your visit, Commander.
Like in the survival games at the moment. You know, I used to be pure arcade games, and you know, what am I getting? Titanium.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
I bought the new kind of new version of like Red Alert. I forget what it's called. Titanium something or other. I don't know. Let me look on my Steam account.
Retracted.
One moment, callers.
Restraints withdrawn. You are clear.
That was quite a fun game. It was bloody hard. Let me have a look at my library. Where are we? It was called. Began with Tempest Rising. That was quite a good RTS game. To be honest, I was quite surprised. I was quite surprised by it. Gelfreezy 07. That was quite a good game. Totally hard. I mean, whoever set the hardness on that, I mean, bloody hell. I mean, I thought I was quite a bit tasty at strategy games, but not with this. It was there was some heavy stuff. Played it a bit. See how it goes. But yeah, it was quite. I was quite interested with it. Right, so we're stocked up, and we have got all the titanium. Hopefully, have we got titanium? I believe we have. Yes. So that's gonna be another 50 million coming in. Quite funny, I haven't been beefed yet. I think, though, they need a new way of getting people onto the power play. They need a new way. You know, they've got to promote operations inside of Elite Dangerous, though, haven't they? I know. Where is everybody? Everybody's out and about on a Saturday going shopping with their missus. I allow my missus 2 shopping days a year. Unless I want to go shopping. And that's it. I don't do shopping. I let them go in and do their thing. I can't be bothered. I like doing my own thing, tinkering around, pottering around here and there. I'm happy.
Frame shift drive.
That may be an iron storm every now and again. Yeah, you know. A big sort of nexus wave sweeping everybody to one part of the galaxy. Like on Star Trek. That's what you need. Perhaps they'll do it. Perhaps there's people from Frontier listening. Who knows? Unlikely. But you never know these days. Sounds like on foot FPS stuff. Well, I suppose it kind of is. It's how they do it to join it to the traditional game. I think is going to be interesting. You know, it's like, I forget who it was in one of the comments said, what we really now need is an Elite Dangerous 2 with the updated engines and all the rest of it. And I thought, yeah, do you know what? Quite possibly. FA Cup final going on at the moment. Who's playing at the moment? I think Wales are doing a late nighter, aren't they? As far as I know. No, I wouldn't like to say who wins or anything. I really am not a football person, but I realise there are people out there who are. FA Cup final. Was it Chelsea versus whoever it is? I don't know. Man U. Is it? The old bones, how are you doing? Who's going to win it then? Man City. It's always Chelsea, isn't it? I remember being forced to watch it years ago, and Chelsea were playing then. Yeah, I'm all right, old bones. I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I'm all right. How are we all liking the new backdrop? Bit better than the old one? You're in Apex and got attacked from the ground? Yeah.
Access granted.
They gave you a bit of beef.
Automated docking approved.
Ah, nice and relaxing. Having a good old stream on a Saturday afternoon. Loving it, I am. Loving it. Is the engine the issue? I don't know. I think it's the engine. Because I know it went through a bit of a rework for the first person side of things. Everyone I speak to says it's the engine. I really don't know, Secure Tom, but like the game's been out 11 years, still stands up. But you know, it needs to do a bit more to compete, really. In my opinion, you know, I don't know what the limitations are of it.
Landing gear deployed.
And we're down. Let's get another couple of million.
Touchdown confirmed. Clear to disembark.
Only 49 million profit there. See now, what am I kidding? That's mental money. Is what that is. If you look at the other games, Star Citizen, even No Man's Sky, they've had a huge graphical update as well. Conan, Unreal Engine 5, looks amazing. Even on the 3080, it looks amazing.
You are clear to leave.
And I think probably next year, I'm going to have to look at a graphics card upgrade. Hopefully the 50 series will be... Well, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't want to buy a... You see, when I bought this machine... That was the best card on the market. And you paid a premium for that. And then a couple of weeks later, you know, it's no longer the best card on the market and what have you. But with all the problems they've got with, you know, sourcing memory, the RAM, the VRAM and all of that, it's going to be an expensive screw, isn't it? Yeah, Red Dead Redemption is amazingly beautiful.
Frameshift drive charging.
I say, when I take a look at Subnautica, I mean, it looks amazing. Because they've got, like, there's low, then there's medium, and then there's high, then there's ultra. But then there's ultra plus, and you're in your 50-90 sort of like territory there. Which is absolute madness. Absolute madness. I wouldn't even know how much one of those was. Well, let's have a look, shall we? Let's pull up a web browser. Is it RTX? I don't know. 5090? Ti? Hi, caramba. So I'm getting from Scan, right? UK retailer. MSI Nvidia GeForce RTX 5090 32GB Gaming Trio OC Blackwell graphics card. £2,989. I mean, I paid about that much for the whole computer. I mean, Christ. Alright, so that's an individual card. Let's see how much a complete PC is going to cost. Right? So let's have a little look then. Let's put that over there. Let's go over here. Let's go to the just chatting scene, right? Because we're just chatting now, right? Exactly. Just when you think the crypto miners are killed off. Right. Look at this. Where are we? PC specialist. Blah, blah, blah. Right. You can get a complete rig with a 5080. 2,699. Complete rig. 32 gigabyte of your Vengeance RGB. That's a Ryzen, mind you. Oh, here we go. GeForce 5090, 32 gigabyte, 2 terabyte Samsung SSD, 64 gigabytes your Vengeance, RGB glowing RAM. Yeah, Windows 11. It's a Ryzen 7 9800 X3D, so that's pretty tasty, isn't it? 4,600 quid. Or you can get a complete rig, 5070, get on with it sort of thing, £1,800. That's madness, isn't it? Exactly. I've heard too many problems of the meltdown. Completely melting the rig, like smoke coming out of it. You know? And it was the same when they brought the 3090 out as well. That did exactly the same thing. That started just cooking the inside of people's PCs. All this so DLS can ruin the games. Exactly. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's from this is from PCspecialist.co.uk. Don't suppose they're any better or worse than anywhere else, really. Where do I get mine from? Chill Blast. Chill Blast. That's no monitor or keyboard, that's just the box with the graphics card in it. Right, accept all in. What we got here? Oh, they do crypto core PCs. I bet they do. What we got here then? 5080. 3 grand. That's a complete rig. Looks nice. 5060. 1,200 quid. 5070. 2.5. I don't see anything else here. Let's have a look. Shop PCs. Gaming PC. There's some expensive gear out there. 5090, 6. Bloody hell. Right, listen to this one. It's one of these white PCs, like the Glacier, right? Okay, so I don't care what colour it is, right? A bit like that guy off Fast and Furious. Like, well, what's your engine look like? You don't want to know. Okay, so it's an AMD Ryzen 7 9800 X3D. Seems to be the one to have. The NVIDIA RTX 5090, 4 terabyte SSD, 64 gigabytes of your DDR5, and that is 6.5 grand. The same processor, 2 terabyte storage, 32 gigabyte of RAM, 5080 this time, 3 grand. Well, that ain't going to happen unless the book sells millions. I'll tell you that for nothing. There's one here. The Poseidon Ryzen. Oh my god, how can I share this? Let's have a look. Sources. One moment, caller. Right. We're going to do a display browser source. Add a source. Hang on. You've got to have a look at this. This is absolutely shocking. Hello. Yeah. Right, here we go then. Why's it got that on there? I don't like that. How do I do that? Yeah, you can't really see this anyway, right? So it's got a big flipping window thing in it. And I used to know how to get rid of that accept all thing on there. Right? So it's a bit pointless me showing that anyway. But like, suffice to say, PC gaming, big money. Way big money. I know, that's just shocking money. It's shocking money.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alcino, yes. Well, that's it. I mean, what's mine? So it's the 3080 Supreme, right? And it's an i9. And I've added some, you know, I've done several modifications myself. Storage and whatnot. Beefed up the RAM. But hi caramba! Original Netta, I think you're right there. A 5080 could be the sweet spot there. All depends what you want to do. You know, it's... How long have I had this? Or 5 years now? How long's Odyssey been out? Because when Odyssey dropped, I got a new PC. And then we all know how that happened. What happened then? It was a disaster. And if this rig couldn't have bloody run it, which it couldn't, there was definite optimization problems. But we all know the history. We all know the story there. But like, yeah, I mean, that's like a car, isn't it? 6.5 grand. Can you imagine trying to sell that to your missus? What's in the box? Nothing. You've bought a PC, haven't you? Well, it was a good deal. How much was a good deal? 6.5 grand. I think there'd be a clatter of sort of like sharp kitchen utensils at that point, wouldn't there, really? Along with lines of, how much? Yeah, so how do the... I mean, I'm not an... I've always had RTX or NVIDIA graphics cards. I don't know about the AMD ones. Are they any good? I wouldn't even know where to start, to be fair. Well, I don't even think I need a GPU update. I think the 3080 is doing pretty well for the games that I'm playing. But you know, I kind of noticed it with Subnautica yesterday. I was like, you know, this is not the best it could be. I reckon there's another couple of years left in this card.
Please comply with flight
Yeah.
regulations as you approach the station, Commander.
Unclearing. How do I pronounce that? Unclearing. Anyway, yes. For about £1,000. 5080. The price differential between the two is shocking.
Access granted. Prep for arrival.
Let's have a look at a 5080. Let's see what that's how much that's gonna run us.
Docking approved. You may
Let's
now
close some of
handle
that crap
cargo.
down. Yeah. Right. RTX 5080. RTX 5080. Again, we'll go to scan for comparison. 5080, 16 gigabyte. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. 1,091 British pounds. That's got your 16 gigabytes DDR7 ray tracing graphics card.
Contact.
So anywhere between 1,000, say 1,100, and the most expensive one here is, God, what's that doing? That's a complete PC. £1,400. And that's a refurbished card. I don't know what they're smoking, but I don't think so. If anyone's interested, I'll just pop the link in. Ninja Manda 07. How are we all doing? Yeah, it's the thing about the drivers as well, isn't it? It's going to be interesting. But like that's the price of gaming PC now. I mean, God knows how much this Xbox is going to cost. The new Xbox is going to cost. Or you just say stuff it and buy the Steam box. Apparently that's coming in 3 or 4 different flavors now. Just building your colonies. Ah.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
So someone asked me to have a look at the build of the Panther Clipper at the moment. Zena's in. Thanks for subscribing. 07 Commander. Who here hasn't liked or subscribed this video? Come on, set it off. It's a little thing you can do to be entertained. So I got the beam lasers, right? And so far on this campaign, I have not needed them. I have got a shield booster, some point defense, and a heatsink pre-engineered. Really, I should have some chaff in there as well, right? Whatever. Then lightweight alloy, and I've engineered that. So that's basically a free engineered upgrade because there's no weight gained through this. The power plant, low emissions power plant, because that's what I had knocking about. The thrusters, well, good old thrusters. You got it, dirty drive. Should put some drag drives on that as well. But this, again, we could pump up the volume there a bit. With the frame shift drive, here that could go a little bit better and have, even though we got increased range, we could have like deep charge or mass manager, one of the two. I think it's deep charge, whatever. Commander Gamer Joe 07, how are you doing? Happy Saturday. Life support, yeah, of course we've got some life support, and we've got a 6A power distro in there, which has been system focused power. It's one of the ones that we had free off one of the other community goals, and some sensors, the long range, so it could be a bit better than what it is. And then we got all the cargo racks, bit of bi-weave, frame shift drive booster, because you've got to get about this because I'm lazy. Job done. And that is the Kermit, everybody. That is the Kermit. So we've got titanium in there. Oh, you run prismatic? Ah, yes. It's a bit more engineering to do. But more on the, you know, the special modifications. Da-da-da-da. There you go. Thanks very much for subscribing. Now that wasn't difficult, was it, the rest of you? He did it. Or she did it. Who knows? Da-da-da-da.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship released. Departure authorized.
Algorithm likes a good like. Apparently. I'll tell you what the YouTube algorithm does like. Shorts. Not the Adidas variety either. Shorts. Shorts and linking a main video to the short. Oh, it loves that. It's gone absolutely mental for it. Honestly. You just don't get paid as much for shorts. If you're treating it as a business. Which I'm not. what circumstances are clean drives better than dirty drives? Well, dirty drives, right, will let you go faster but build heat. Clean drives kind of like throttle back and lower the temperature. So when you're boosting, right, with dirty drives, you know, we get a bit of thrust. Clean drives don't get as much. And it's pretty good on the heat as well. So clean drives were probably one of the things that during the Thargoid War a lot of people had. Keep the temp down. Not me, I went in dirty drives.
You have cleared the no-fire zone. Flight control signing off.
But yeah, silent running rigs, all that sort of stuff. Oh, we're jumping. Okay, we're on it. So what's else? Everybody else playing? Are we all stalwart, elite, dangerous fans, or are we all doing something a little bit else while Frontier sort their life out?
Frameshift drive charging.
That's what I'm interested in. Always on the lookout for a new game. Oh, I'm being beefed! I'm being beefed!
Ready to engage.
Is he going to pull me out?
Hull integrity
Here we go.
compromised.
We got beef. Who is it? Oh, it's a drop ship. Let's get the guns out. Right then. Fire absolutely everything.
Shields offline.
Shields offline! Oh my god! We're getting beefed. All of the beef is happening. Chew that sausage up, that's what I say.
Shields online.
I'm so going for this guy. We're gonna ram him. Ramming speed, as Worf said. Have that.
Taking damage. Shields offline.
We're running.
Shift drive charging.
All of the beef's happening. Dropping the chaff. Dropping the heat sink. We're off ski. This guy is going to be so up our tailpipe. Dave Pittman. 07 Dave. Terraforming Mars. Now I've got that. Oh, playing Elite Games on a different account, Jalfeezy. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you're saying. wonder how the modules are looking now. Yeah, exactly. God, I haven't packed to go away tomorrow yet. Gotta see what clothes fit. Yeah. I'll have to check. What that game's called. Of course, if I do it now, it's going to go and I'll get beefed, and that'll be the end of the ship, and I've lost 50 million and the ship. But that's the first bit of excitement we've had all afternoon. And then again, we have spoken about an awful lot of things.
Zorgan Peterson, Romeo, India, Charlie. Welcome to this independent station, Commander. Please fly safely during arrival and departure. Access granted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 10. You are cleared for automated approach, Commander.
You're working on a game about competing film production companies? Interesting. So what, that's going to be, what, like a sort of a sim game to get... How what sort of gameplay is that? I imagine it being a sort of like, very sort of like business management. Is that right, Tailspinner? But it's an interesting concept. Oh, the repair bill is going to be astronomical.
Landing gear deployed.
Ah, board game. Interesting. Okay.
Landing successful. Clear to disembark.
So the profit's going down and down and down. How much monies have we got? Another run. Poke us over $1 billion, wouldn't it? That would have been 750 million doing this in what? 2 hours? Well, I haven't. And of course, we've been chatting. I get it, but strategy and chance, bit like, well, yeah, I'd imagine it. I imagine it being a bit Game of Lifey.
Retracted.
Ship released. Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the
And like first cup of coffee of the day. Hope you're putting your collagen in it. That's what it's all about. Remain looking youthful. Gotta tell you, right? I've bought a pack of that space food hot chocolate stuff. He's alright. It's a bit on the tasty side, if you know what I mean. On the folding tasty side. And I bought a pack of it, got on with it. I thought I'll have some more of that. So, you know, I'll buy some more. Which I did. Waiting for it to come. And then the postman hands me this box that looks like someone has sat on it, right? So I open a box, and there was not the 3 packs of this hot chocolate I was expecting. It was 1 pack of the hot chocolate I was expecting and some face cream. And the label saying, sorry, but the packaging was opened and we can't guarantee what's inside it. Well, thanks very much, Royal Mail. So you just thought you'd deliver it anyway. Is that right? Duck Duck 107. So I got onto it, and fair dues to them, right? They got straight in there and they sent me the missing 2 packets. I thought, yeah, well, I get it. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. But, like, someone at Royal Mail has had some free stuff there. Okay, I know I got some face cream, but it wasn't for me, right? I didn't. You know, I would have rathered my stuff. But, like, ugh. So, yeah. Collagen in your coffee in the morning. And scoop of that hot chocolate powder with the coffee. Kind of get like a mocha latte then, you know? It's the stuff. That's where it's at.
Frameshift drive charging.
So each player is their own company. Compete to get the first film up, but also the biggest opening weekend. Ooh. I like the idea of that.
3, 2, 1.
That is interesting. That is very interesting, in fact. So how'd you come up with that one? Normally my ideas come up with like, after like a copious amount of Jack Daniel's honey. And it'll pop in there. That book I wrote, I was sat there and when I travel, I buy a little fridge magnet. Like Budapest, Florida, Nashville, Salt Lake City. You know what I mean. Get in from the airport, whatever. And I was sat there on my chair, and on the side of my fridge, I have my magnets. And I was looking, I was thinking, God, I've been some places in my career. And I thought, perhaps I will write those down. And I did, and I started, and then it's sort of like, then I realised there was not, you know, there wasn't enough to fill a book on what I get up to on my business trips, and it's quite boring. But, you know, then it got me thinking about the IT career and how that sort of like evolved over time. But yeah. 26 plus 36. Ah, you're still young. Don't worry about it. Good for the joints. Talking of which, who's going to be watching the Gina Carano fight tonight? I think it's on the Netflix. Yep, Ronda Rousey, Gina Carano, her from The Mandalorian, and trailblazer in women's MMA, are going to be throwing down tonight. I think on Netflix. I don't know what time. I may have to do a bit of Googling. Right, hang on a minute now. Forbes. We'll have a look, see what's going on. Let's get in there and land. I think that's on tonight. I think it's tonight. If it's tomorrow, I'll be watching it on a flipping laptop screen. Jalfreezy, your colony has an outpost named after me. Oh, you're too kind. You are indeed too kind. Oh, excuse me. Here we go. Come on, Zorgon Peterson. I got things to look up on the internet. Right, where were we? 09. Right, okay, blah blah blah. Netflix first live MMA fight. It is on, well, it's tonight. I'm pretty sure. 9 p.m. Eastern. Alexa, what's 9 p.m. Eastern in GMT? Man, I can't do that. That's just ridiculousness. Fly in the morning. I'll have to watch the rerun. Ass. That's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. I think it's going to be a good one anyway.
Landing gear deployed.
I don't know who's going to win that. I got a funny feeling Gina Carano's going to win it.
Landing complete. Command system shut down. Enjoy your visit, Commander.
That's what I think. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I got a sneaky feeling she's going to do it. What do you think? Anyone here follow the MMA? You all know who Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey are, yeah? My money's on Gina as well, Sludge. We're talking the big money. I think she wants it. She wants it bad. Yeah, she was. She was in Red Alert, wasn't she? She was. Wasn't Trisha Heffler in it as well? In one of them. Is that Generals? Well, all that, yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, one post destroyed her Disney career, you could say. And now, they're gone, they want her back. Well, they could do a lot worse.
Hold at maximum capacity.
We can get her back. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. That's my opinion. I hope she does win it. You know, she needs it.
Landing gear
And
retracted.
I was watching the live. I mean, she looks fantastic. Her form, the knee strikes, the front kicks, they are just, it's just amazing to watch. It's madness, isn't it? Madness. So here we are. This one's going to throw us over $1 billion. Monies are being made. big monies.
Speed restrictions are now lifted. Until next time, Commander.
So if anyone's watching the rerun on this, I have no idea what's happened, but my money's on Gina Carano. But then Ronda Rousey is no slouch. You know, she damn good judo. Here he comes, there's Gorgon again, look. He's coming around to do a little bit of beefing. Yes, good stuff. I can't watch it tonight though, so I've got to be up ready to fly. Ugh. Never mind. That's the ship I'm looking for. Is it really? Oh, it's someone in a Python. Oh, there you are then. He's going to pull us out any second. Here it comes. They're draining my shields like there's no tomorrow. There's no way, we can't even get his shields down, look.
AC deployed. Taking damage. Shields offline.
Someone else is beefing him. Police on the scene, if you know what I mean.
Target shields offline. Under attack. Heating temperature at 50%. Heat sink deployed. Heat sink deployed. Taking damage.
Tough little ship. They're all tough little ships. These beam lasers are not touching him, and there's a lot of overpowered beam lasers on you. Perhaps we should have some big thumping machine guns. There's a lot of fuzz on him.
Under attack. Target shields online. Shields online. Target shields offline.
running, he's running, he's running. Not on my watch, he's not. See if we can keep the bulk so he can't jump. There is no way he should have been allowed to jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, multi-cannons is the way. Or cannons. Big thumpers. Boom! Have that. Exactly. Exactly. System security turned up and went, no problem. With a fuzz. Police on the scene, if you know what I mean. Right? Job done. Police on the scene, if you know what I mean. Bit of vanilla ice. Yeah, I gotta keep the thumpers. Boom! Gone. But then the next confrontation it'll all be eagles, and the beam lasers would have ripped them all a new one. Who's this? Ha ha ha! Jacobo! 7. Thanks very much, Commander. We're going in. More repairs.
Azorgan Peterson, Romeo, India, Charlie. We look forward to receiving you at the station, Commander. Please follow docking procedures and enjoy your visit. Request approved. Cleared for landing on docking bay.
Yeah, we're going in. Yeah, we need something to make an impact. Don't we? I don't know, perhaps frag cannons. Boom, boom, boom. Couple of beams for the shields, couple of frags, boom, boom, boom. Gone. Who's that? Narco. Narco's on the scene. Kate's Bush.
Landing gear deployed.
I've never used Mike, but I have used them once, but only during the Thargoid War to clear out all the Banshees and stuff. Don't tend to use them much.
Contact. Docking restraints engaged.
Okay. 970 million, nearly 971. We're going to sell.
Incoming message.
Over a bill. So where does that place us on the mission board? Top 25%. It's not bad. Unfortunately, you don't get anything for that. It's you can deliver one contribution and get this. Of course, there's a lot of credits there as well, mind. You know, is big money. Is big money. Well, exactly. It could go somewhere else. I mean, it's meant to run for 7 days. The way this is going, I reckon it'll get to there, depending on who plays it tomorrow. I think, that's the thing. But, 90 million to 155 for that range there. Credits are credits, so aren't they, It's something. It certainly is. Let's have a look on the outfitting aspect of things. Like some of the other ships were just torn through that Python, you know? But like, you're effectively flying a warehouse. That's the thing with the Panther Clipper. So, you know, we could put thumpers in there. Of course, we are somewhat limited. Yeah. There's a lot of things we could do. All depends if we want to do it, you know? And of course, some of these aren't engineered. They're just normal beam lasers. So that's just the way that is. A little bit of data. Every little helps. Looks like I'm going to be sitting in an airport lounge tomorrow watching the Ronda Rousey-Gina Carano fight. But them's the breaks, is what they say.
Landing coupler disengaged. Departure authorized.
Just thinking, where in my office am I going to put this other Street Fighter arcade machine? Probably alongside the Star Wars one, but I like the Star Wars. Too much stuff in here. And of course I've got a cabinet right here that's got Ricardos' World of Wires in it. We've all got a World of Wires, kettle leads, all that sort of stuff. You know? Mrs. Featherbottom.
Frame shift charge detected. Frame shift drive charging.
All clear. Flight control out.
We're jumping again. Some of the were covering stations in the Thargoid War. They had a set limit of supplies needed, almost like colonization. Do you think they'll return to that? Well, I would have thought that would have been better. You hit that limit, the station comes online. This just seems like a lazy way of doing it. You know? In my opinion. Everything's in my opinion lately. But yeah, I get it. And what happens if nobody does it and the station doesn't come online? Do you know what I mean? What's the cause and effect of not doing this community goal? Like if they said, hey, upgrade this, they're developing a new module, you'll get preferential treatment on this, no dramas, that could be incentive to go and do it. That's the reason for you to be here.
Frame shift drive
You know.
charging.
That's the what's in it for me aspect of things. Like, it's up to them, innit? It all depends what they're like with their mission builder, how they want to do it. Yeah, it does pay well. I mean, it's 50 million a run, isn't it? Give or take the shouting. You know, minus damage to the ship, and you know it decreases. It's decreasing every time we go in there. Perfect payback. The Cobra Mark IV. Not likely, but there you go. Not exactly sure what sort of payback you're going to give out in a Cobra Mark IV, but there you go. But the more I think about it, I've kind of humbled myself with that particular power distributor because it's a size lower than what it is, and that's why the weapons are not having the punch they're doing. And it's a system tuned. That's kind of what I had. I reckon it's going to be the end of June. That's what I think. We've talked about this. Some people say around Father's Day, which is the 21st.
Department, please comply with established docking procedures, Commander. Access granted. Sent down on landing pad 40. Automated docking approved. You may now hand over control.
Docking, docking, docking. What you want is one of those big cannons on your ship. There, look. I'll have one of them, please. Bolted on. Stick it on the roof. Yeah, so I reckon end of June. And it will probably come with another ship. Because why not? That's what I reckon. Or the taster of another ship.
Deployed.
Touchdown confirmed. Docking restraints engaged. Welcome to our starport, Commander.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what it changes and how it links in with the game. We were talking about this earlier on as well, and I was like, well, they've got to do something. There's got to be that, well, what's in it for you? And there's a lot of people going, oh, well, it's got its new modules, and if you don't play it, then you won't get them, and that's not fair. We'll play it then. Do you know what I mean? Oh, it's got mercenary coins, and you can't get them anywhere. Well, it's a game. You do this. You get the special currency, you then get the special weapon upgrades, or whatever it is, that suits and all that sort of modules, then you'll get those. So, like, why not? Oh, but it'll give people an unfair back. If people are not playing the game that way, then that's on them. That's like saying you've got like a Vauxhall Corsa, and you love it, and you're playing with it, and you don't want it to change. Yeah, you know, the guy next door has got a Lambo. It's up to you. It's a personal choice, isn't it? You can't complain that his car's got better edges than your car if you haven't voted with your feet. That's my impression anyway. But people just like to complain. And sometimes I think a lot of people have a point. You know, a lot of times it's just sensationalism for clicks.
Retracted.
Operations is coming.
You are clear to leave.
It's a new facet of this game. But if you don't play on foot, then don't worry. It's not going to affect you. If you do, though, and this is what I think it really is, and you're rubbish at on-foot combat, like I'm not particularly good, right? But if you're rubbish, you might feel a little bit out of your comfort zone. But here's the thing. It's a game. You can practice, or choose to play something else, or just go mining, or exploring, or build a colony, or do trading. Never get out of your ship. But I suppose if you do, someone's got to, you know, don't play in open. I just don't see what people have beefed about. I honestly don't. Sometimes I look at these things, I go, it's exhausting. Do you know what I mean?
You are clear of this
And
station.
Michael Walker, and that's fine. And no one's saying that you should. What people are saying is that there's a new aspect of on-foot gaming, operations. Give it a go if you want, or not, but it's coming. You know, it's... I thought it was a lot of fun during the Thargoid scene. That's what I thought. That's what I mean. It's personal choice. And as a result,
Frameshift drive charging.
you know, do it or don't do it. It's like, you know, Michael here has said, I haven't done anything on foot yet and never logged into Odyssey at all. Cool. Probably enjoys mining. Probably enjoys the exploration. Trading, doing the community goals and the new ships. Lots to do there. Lots to unpack. The on foot, battles in bases, frontline solutions, carrier missions, salvage missions, power up, power down missions. Personal preference. Yes, veterans of the Thargoid War. We should have t-shirts printed for that. Well, exactly, the pew-pew stuff. I mean, hey, this might be perhaps the best feature of Elite Dangerous coming. We just don't know because we haven't seen it. We've seen a couple of clips from FDev, a couple of, you know, action screenshots. No one knows. Got to keep an open mind. This could bring people into Odyssey gameplay. And Odyssey is cheap enough, right? Like Simon and I and Narco, as soon as Odyssey came out, we decided, right, we're playing that. Not going to go back to the other one. Got to power on with it. That's the way the game's going to be. Other people just, you know, could be console commanders, all that sort of stuff, or just not interested in on-foot gameplay. Personal preference, personal choice. None of us have got to do any of this. It's like you can buy Subnautica, or you cannot. You can buy my book, or you cannot. Buy my book. There you are. There it is. Ryman Enterprises. So far, nothing has bounced out to beef us. Dissonance might have a go, though. He looks a little bit tasty, doesn't he? Who we got there? I don't know what to name this channel, just subscribed. Excellent. 07 Commander. Love a good channel name, me. Stinky Miley. Don't like it? I had a bit of a play last night. I thought it was good. It's obviously unfinished. But, you know, they made that perfectly clear. You are playing early release. It's going to change over the next 2 years or so. What's this? Speaking of, does it come default with a scanner? When I click mouse 2, it only targets. Or you've got to set your fire groups up. So you've got to go over here, fire groups. And down there, in your SRV, will be where you do your key bindings. You see. Base building needs a bit of work. Yeah, I think it does. I've been doing some content on the other channel. How to find silver, how to make a scanner, all that. But you're right, it's not quite there yet. Not quite there, but like, you know, again, it's the first release of early access, and as a result, you know, it is what it is. Oh, we're landing. Subnautica 2 is great. I think it's alright. Oh, we're still landing. But of course, what I've noticed, because I've got a lot of Subnautica content on my YouTube channel, the old stuff and below zero, I didn't put the new stuff on there. Perhaps I should have. I don't know. Been trying to work on the other one.
Landing successful. Dispatching ground crew.
It's been interesting to watch new people coming in, you know, and having a look. Right, where are we? We're here. Starport services. Yeah, I mean, my son was saying that as well, the tadpole. I haven't got that yet. For those who don't know, the tadpole is the little mini sub. Woo! Thank you very much for following, 07 Commander. It's like, if I had time, and I don't because I'm travelling tomorrow, I probably would have streamed Subnautica. I haven't even packed the bag yet. Should. I've checked in, but I've got to pack the bag.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship detach complete. Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
Oh, I crashed.
Compromised.
That was daft, wasn't it?
Offline.
Silly boy.
Taking damage.
I haven't got a Steam Deck, no. I did have one of those. It might have been an old Steam Deck where you put a dongle in the PC and you could play it somewhere else. I had one of those somewhere. But it was it's about 4 or 5 years old. I haven't got any handheld. Thinking about it, that's exactly what I
Shields
need.
online.
You know, play my games on that. I'm not sure how does that work then? On a flight if you've got no internet connection. Don't know. That's a good idea, actually. I was always beefing my friend Rob. He's gone on holiday this week. So I'm taking my my Nintendo Wii and this and that. And I said, to do what? Like, go to the beach. Look at palm trees. It's like I went to Cyprus last year. I just sat there. There's palm trees either side of where I was, and I could see directly across the pool at the horizon and the sea. And I just sat there like this. I occasionally looked at my phone, but I was like that.
Frame shift drive charging.
Oh, you're good for what? Well, yeah, it's only like, when you think about it, you're going to be, for me, it's like Schiphol Airport. Right? And then I'm in, you know, wherever I go. It's quite, I'll look into it.
Frame shift drive charging.
Not going to get one by tomorrow, though, am I? Lasers be damned, that's the stuff. Oh, they're good for a week offline. Ah, good. I suppose, yeah, connect to the internet when you get to the hotel. Bang, you're diamond. It was Paphos. But I stayed at the... Don't know. Nice hotel, bottom of the island. We've been there twice, same hotel. But we won't go there again now, but like it was lovely. It was like the Olympia or something like that. Absolutely swanky. Swanky stuff. It's nice. But even going there is flipping astronomic now, and it's a little bit tasty with what's going on in the area, should we say. So this Dan Green here, in his Hanaconda, wants to give me some beef. I don't know why he wants to give me beef, because I'm not carrying anything. I'm empty. But hey, whatever. Get a villa in the village. Well, I probably won't go back now for a while. I took the kids scuba diving, all that sort of stuff. Walked up and down. The hotel was all inclusive. It was absolutely amazing. I had far too many espresso martinis, which was good, and came home having a lovely time. The kids could eat what they wanted when they wanted. I didn't have to worry about any of it. Suited me fine. Swim over to the pool bar. Walk back like Terminator with 2 drinks. It's great. Now the Florida holiday we're going on, you know, it's not going to be as I keep telling the kids, they have no idea. My youngest son goes, "Oh, I'm going to go to the gym every day." I said, "Dude, you're going to be wrecked. You're not going to go to the gym." I said, "Well, hey, it's your suitcase. I'm not carrying it." He's 15. I said, "I'm not carrying it. You're on your own." I want to go to the gym. Stupid boy. He's going to be wrecked. But they have no idea that the longest they've flown is like, I don't know, 4 hours, say, to Bulgaria or somewhere like that. It's the longest time they've 8 to 9 hours on a flight, Heathrow to Orlando, that's a different kettle of fish, right? And then when you get there, the heat, it's a different kettle of fish. It's like, not even a kettle of fish, thinking it's a kettle of fish. It's not. I can't wait. Oh, the moaning. Oh, I'm going to be tired. Right, it's what it's going to be. I can't wait for them to see what's going on. I should be thinking about a Steam Deck. How much are they? Everyone buy my book and I'll buy one.
Landing gear deployed.
Steam Deck. Bloody how much?
Landing successful. Clear to disembark. Welcome to our starport, Commander.
You see, the sweet spot is the 512 gigabyte OLED, isn't it? Three to 12 hours of gameplay, depending what you're doing. So the super cheaps one is exactly that. You know, you want the 479 thing. .90-degree Florida, humidity, and 3 p.m. rain shower. I love Florida. I love it. I've been loads of times. The kids haven't. Okay, let's have a look. View on Steam. Your games everywhere. Yeah, I've seen out of stock. Well, there you are then. Looks like I ain't getting one anytime soon. But you'd probably get something else, wouldn't you? You know, I mean, like a Lenovo Legion thing or something. Hang on, what am I doing? I haven't bought anything yet. I think. No, I haven't. I'll have to go back in now. There should be a cancel launch. Cancel launch! Don't launch!
Landing gear retracted.
Detach confirmed. Watch for oncoming traffic when
Yeah.
passing through the airlock.
That's right. I think the Lenovo Go and the ROG Ally. Let's have a look at those. So it's like, the Lenovo Go. Lenovo Legion Go. It's £1,000. Or £600 on black market. No wonder they've sold out for what they are. ROG Ally, let's have a look. 2026. How much is that? Argos are doing it. The ROG, Asus ROG Xbox alley handheld. Not sure I want that. All my games are on the Steam. But yeah, there's a few in it. There's a few out there. That, of course, well, for all the scalpers of bloody Baldwin, well then that's just the way it is, isn't it? You just...
Access granted. Prep for arrival on landing pad 09er. You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
What one's that? That's got 3D glasses. Look like a right clown on the plane with one of them, wouldn't you? So what's he doing? What's he doing? I don't know. I don't know. Wait a minute. 3D handheld. Oh, it's a neat little unit, isn't it? Yeah, that Steam Deck does look good. And it's all my Steam games, right? That's the thing. Yeah, the 3DS. Yeah. Oh, are we docking or what?
Permission authorized. Cleared for landing on docking bay 10.
Either way, unless I get my ass up curries, I'm not getting one tonight, and I fly first thing in the morning, so... So far, so good. Yeah, I'd rather go for the Steam. I mean, I didn't think I'd originally like Steam when it first came out, but like, everything's on there. I think if Steam shut down, we'd be screwed. Right? I have got an Elite Dangerous Commander on Steam. I've got my, I got my Steam library. Sparga Brewing. 07. How you doing? That's good for me. Yeah, I'm not going to get anything by tomorrow. I'm going to have to just suck it up tomorrow. But like, interesting stuff.
Cargo hold at maximum
Buying
capacity.
all of the things.
Landing gear retracted.
How am I doing? I'm doing brill. I'm just doing this community goal, making some monies. Made about, I don't know, 300 million. Something like that. Just chilling. Chilling is what it's all about. Chilling on a Saturday afternoon. It's brilliant. Talking about games, talking about handhelds. Consoles, that is. What else we talked about? 3D printing. We've been talking about that. We've been talking about Jasper Carrot. We've been talking about my book that I've written. Another plug about the book. Though for some reason I can't find the link to it. Anyway, there's a link in the chat about the book. And all of that. What else have we been talking about? We've been talking about work. We've been talking about travelling. We've been talking about holidays. We talked about everything today. It's been great. And now in the back of my mind I'm thinking, shall I buy a handheld console? Or shall I just be a right tourist and watch? So when we went to Las Vegas for my missus's birthday last year, I just sat there and it was like, I don't know, 10-hour flight. I sat there and I watched all the episodes of The Penguin with, is it Colin Farrell's in it? I watched every single episode. And that was a bit boring. At one stage, I'd seen everything. I was travelling so much. Because they give you like the first 3 or 4 episodes of all the things on like Netflix and Disney and all that crap, don't they? And I'd seen it all, you know?
Frameshift drive charging.
How long's the flight? It's about 8 hours. Heathrow, Florida, something like that. Depending on Jetstream. All depends, they got their flipper down when they want to get there in time. But we should land about, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So out of all there with all the shouting. 2 o'clock, 2:30 max. Hotel 3 o'clock. It's all done. Get on it, like, gotta get on it. I wanted to buy a handheld, but I settled on a backbone. It's exactly what I needed. I can play my Steam library and my Xbox Game Pass. Oh, what? A back... Explain yourself, man. You speak in riddles. Duck went. I tell you what, it was something like 13 hours to Salt Lake City. Or was it 16 hours to Texas? That was rough. That was rough even for me, right? And when you travel with work, it's not business class. You're in the back with the chickens, right? Lucas, happy Saturday. 7. Here we are, coming into Ryman Enterprise, the community goal station. That's got all the scaffolding and the welders out there. With a greasy piece of string. Oh, right, okay, I get you. Interesting, Spagaboo. interesting. That is indeed very interesting. Let's have a look at this. Say this Florida holiday trip is coming up. You know. Yeah, exactly, for a Steam Deck, and then you're going to forget to take it and all that sort of rubbish. It's...
Landing gear deployed.
Chris Van Halen, 07. How you doing? More cost effective. Probably, I'll look into that. Yeah, we're doing fine today. Saturday afternoon. Nice and chill. Making the monies.
Landing successful. Commence system shutdown.
Using the Panther clipper for a change. Right, where are we in the standing? Top 25% is where we are. There you go. 9,744 units collected. Although, like I say, with this, you've only got to do one, and you get the engineered racks. So, if it's only one for the engineered racks, right? What's coming? That's going to depend on this. Dunno. Do you know what I mean? Why are they releasing the engineered racks? For virtually nothing. And what's this ZPG paint job? Let's have a look. It's got to be something to do with hauling, isn't it? Got to be. Got to be, got to be. Mining one next week, you watch. Have they got it here? Ah, so you get that, basically. That's a ZPG. And you just get it in red. So there's already a gold. It's not gold, really, is it? It's just... Anyway, well, whatever. And there's a green. Anyway, you get one of those. The Panther clipper is... Yeah, it's not there yet, but there's the green one. It's going to be... It's a red one of those. $1.1 billion. It's alright now. It's like just mentalness. Yeah, it isn't though, Rob. It was quite literally... That's what you get. it said, pilots who register at least one contribution will receive. Right? And then, there it is. And then the credits go up, obviously, depending on what level you're at. So I would get, if this stayed the same, which it won't, 155 million. And it's only been going 2 days, so... Yeah, though, you know, if it was like, I know, oh, you've got 4 or 5 more acts, you know, if you hang in there and stay the course. But no, not the case on this one. Not sure if it was a mission from them. I don't know. Who knows? And we're out.
Frameshift drive charging.
We're jumping again. The good thing about it, I mean, you know, all the stations we're doing here are quite easy in from the jump-in point. You haven't got to travel bloody miles. There's the occasional bit of beef. We're all right with that. There's a beefy sausage right there. He's wanted. Let's see if he pulls us out of frame shift in his hauler. That would be funny. I think even my beam lasers would do him. But so far, good stuff. Getting the monies in, I suppose. Incidentally, there's quite a bit knocking about there, isn't there? Bacterium-wise. When are we going to get these trees all over the galaxy? Like, when are they going to redo the planets? What's going on? Right then, okay. Do fancy that stream deck. If only you could get one. You know? If only you could get one. Craziness. Absolutely craziness.
Landing gear deployed.
Cool, have we landed yet? We there yet? We there yet? We there yet? Dad, we there yet? We're there. We're there, we've arrived.
Contact. Docking restraints engaged. Welcome, Commander.
If only it could carry more.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
That's what I say. If only it could carry more. Right.
Landing gear retracted.
We're off skis.
Ship restraints withdrawn. Departure authorized.
Yeah, if you kids don't settle down, I'll put you out that little window. That's the answer. We're going forwards, we're going back, we're going back, we're going forwards. Nobody knows what's going on. Yeah, donation dock, nice touch. It is, it is. Right, we out, yeah, let's go. Yeah, this build really, some of those beams need to come off. Perhaps some kinetic weapons need to go in, some heavy hitters, I think. Bit of a tweak to the build. Of course, I could have a little bit more in there and not have the Guardian frameshift drive booster, which you would have thought that technology should be built into the frameshift drives now, thus freeing up a slot. I mean, they've been around for a while. Why not?
Frameshift drive charging.
Where is it? Where is it? Ryman Enterprises. It's all good stuff. Someone's in a... The quarrelsome Barracuda has swung into the back door. Misses. Elite level 30. Here he is. Here comes the beef.
Heat sink deployed. Hull integrity compromised. Under attack. Impulse attack. Detected disruption. Heat sink deployed.
Bringing the guns to bear.
Taking damage. Shields offline.
It's giving us all of the beef. Police are on the scene.
Target shields offline.
Oh yeah, his target shields are offline.
Shields online.
Got a railgun. Of course he has.
Under attack. Taking damage. Shields offline. Warning.
You told me to take one of them out. Come on, what's going on here?
Heat sink deployed.
Right, we gotta run.
Frameshift drive charging. 3, 2, 1. Engage.
You've selected it, you've changed the mode. Are you sure? So is the scanner showing up? When you say the scanner, which scanner are we talking about? Because you target an item. Get in distance, you've got to get close with some of these things and then give it a scan.
Azorgan Peterson, Romeo, India, Charlie. Welcome to this independent station, Commander. Please fly safely during arrival and departure. Duration authorized. Adjust heading for approach to pad 17. You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
Okay, we are in.
Landing gear deployed.
Right, okay, here we go. Repairing ourselves up. That would have hurt. That would have hurt the coffers. The 54 million, 48 million profit. Bang. Sell. Sold. Done. 1.1 billion in the bank. Top 25%. Not even at tier 3. So, there you go. Brilliant. Well, that's it from me today. We've had a 3-hour and 22-minute stream. We've talked about absolutely everything. And I hope you're all having a very nice, peaceful Saturday. I've got to go and pack my bag and get ready and all the rest of it. And try not to spend loads of money on a stream deck. If I could possibly find one anyway, which I can't because all the scalpers have bought them. But that's the way it is. So big 07 commanders. I hope you have a really good week. New video for Elite Dangerous will drop on Monday. It's quite a good one. I think it's quite a good one anyway. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Ricardos Gaming. And if you need any Subnautica stuff, it's Ricardo Plays Beyond RTS. Snappily mentioned. Hey, I've enjoyed talking to you all this afternoon. Have a good Elite Dangerous week. And if you're not playing Elite Dangerous, I hope you find pleasure in the games you are playing. I'll have a look at that backbone. Take it easy, everyone. I'll see you soon.